To this week's G.I. Joe toy review as we continue the Summer of Vehicles theme in the fourth week of the first month. So we come to the end of month one here. And today we are doing the All Striker. And before we get to the All Striker, let's do our shout outs of the week. Of the month. Of all time. But starting with Back to the Media at 41 South Loudon Street here in lovely Winchester, Virginia. As you can see by that picture there, they specialize in all kinds of video games, going all the way back to the Atari, all the way up to current present. They also sell like toys and uh, comic books and whatnot, so go ahead and check them out. And then while you're in the neighborhood, go over to Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles at 115 South Loudon Street here in Winchester, Virginia. So go ahead and check them out. Go see Charles and Jack, where you can get all kinds of G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats, He-Man, She-Ra, you name it, they got it. So go ahead and check them out. And then for your comic book needs, go to Four Color Fantasies at 80 Weems Lane here in Winchester, Virginia. So yeah, go ahead and check them out for all current titles, new titles, back issues, role-playing, collector supplies, and gaming cards. Go ahead and check them out. I got a lot of my G.I. Joe comics from there. And then if you're in need of any form of counseling, whether it be marital or premarital or just your run-of-the-mill counseling, go see Dr. Robert C. Brown at Healing Grace Counseling Services and they are reaching hearts and changing lives. So go ahead and check him out. He's a good listener, very good personal friend of mine. So let's do what Cobra Island presents to you today in the All Striker. As you can tell, the antenna's a little warped, but that's all right. But this is the All Striker, and let's take a look at the blueprints first. I mean, it doesn't have a file card with this one, but it does have a blueprint, which is very different from all of the other blueprints I've looked at. It's more of a where the stickers go blueprint. But you can see all the little different areas from all different angles of the All Striker. So here's the All Striker. Let's take a look at it where you got the headlights. And of course you got the tires, which the front can swivel, as well as roll, back tires. And of course you got the cannon that can rotate 180 in all kinds of directions. Then you got the little camera looking laser thingy. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but you can use it for whatever your imagination is. Which it does come with a standard G.I. Joe hose. Because you can see the steering wheel, the seats. United States right there in the front with the big star. USA, USA. I love that. Got the roll bar cage. Get the motor there in the back. Nice little features on the back. One thing I like about the All Striker is it does have shocks. I can't really pick it up that well in here, but it's there. You got two locations where you can sit the G.I. Joe figure there and there, as well as the two seats. So just carry it to four figures. A little ramp bar in the front with the headlights. This will be a great figure to ride on the beach. In case you want to. G.I. Joe's trying to come or Cobra's trying to attack the shores of either the Pacific Coast or the East Coast. It's great to ride the beach. And this is a pretty sweet vehicle. It comes with crankcase. And this is the 25th anniversary version of it. But this is a very cool vehicle. I like this vehicle. The original came out and the vintage came out in 85. Not sure what I don't remember what comic book it came in. I'm drawing a blank on that. But it had a predominant series with Dusty and another Joe in the Sunbow animated series, where they had it in the desert. Which is actually a cool place for it too. It is a great, great small vehicle. But I just don't like the glass or any kind of protection right there, mainly because of the figures. The driver and the guy in the passenger seat, the guys on the side don't have no protection on them. They could get shot or whatever. But you can see vintage reviews on it through ACC 788 and 4MBX 257. Oh, excuse me. And you can see modern guys like Joe Fan 82. I think Joe Motion Joe Motion Videos 82 actually did a vintage version of this as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, Byron, but and yes, Byron is a great friend of this channel. We just finished Ninja Month a month ago. I enjoyed that very much, but I know Joe Motion Videos, or no, Joe Fan 82 does the modern version of this with crankcase. I think he also did the retro, which ain't much of a difference. But Sanitarian Productions did a review on this and whatnot. So go ahead and check them two videos out. My thoughts of the All Striker is this is a very simple vehicle. It's not one you want to go in an everyday war in. Save that for the tanks and the jets. And all the other vehicles. Because like I said, this ain't really a go-to-war vehicle. This is more or less just a peacekeeping vehicle. So, but it serves its purpose, and I think it's great for what it's serviced for. I like the there you can see a little bit more of the shocks on it. With the FX of the shocks. It's very cool. Good for all, like I said, desert skirmishes and beat skirmishes and things like that. And this has been a great vehicle. I would do this as a middle tier vehicle due to the fact that you got a lot of play features in it. And it's good for just cruising around. And like I said, just basically like coast and desert protection. But as far as going into wars, this is not a vehicle you want to be driving in because you're too overly exposed in the driver's seat, passenger seat, and on the sides. I mean, it is somewhat armed. But this would be a middle tier vehicle just on that aspect. But I think this would be a great show or a great match. This is a great match for Crankcase to be a driver. This is a good vehicle, good peacekeeping vehicle. If you want to send your Joes on a peacekeeping mission, but make sure it's got other vehicles with it. Stuff like the Armadillo and has some air support from like the Sky Strikers and the Conquest X30s. Which are vehicles that are coming up in the summer of vehicles, but that's more toward August that they're coming out, that their videos will be posted. But this has been the All Striker. Tune in next week as I do a very, very special surprise on Thursday, July the 1st, which is my 4-year anniversary here on YouTube, where I will be reviewing a very special surprise. So tune in for that. Next week's video will be Serpentis Air Chariot. But check that out. And this has been the All Striker. And as for Cobra Island, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. See y'all in the next one.